Super Bowl. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set! Hey, ready!
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Tyke Smith there on the stump.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Ready,
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
79, 79 Broncos, drop 60, drop 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
From the 50, he'll set under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Yaya Diaby in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco in Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
70.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
2. No, stop, ready.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Get it. Come up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Let go.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Set. Cowboy.
They'll look to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down.
Come on.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
36-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good, and the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. Behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
180!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
3rd and long. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Pistol, it's Mayfield. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
Ready? Smash, smash. Let's go. Ready?
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
37-yard ball. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, from the 37, here's second and a yard. Here's Barkley. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Hurt. Cowboy. 19 tight. Not trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Hill drops the throw. The throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Cougar 19. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10.
Ready up. Ready. 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
Gain of 7 brings up third and
3. Third down and 3.
Check the Eagle. Check the Eagle. 18 rattling. 18 rattling. Ready. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
To the pylon, he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Bucks take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Regular.
The RPO, this is out to Evans. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, Lloyd 30. Up.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Moving outside the pocket. The second down throw is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Forced to his right. Taking off, and he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Schrader's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Ready? Drop 50. Bronco leading. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Bronco leading.
So pick up at 6. Brings up second and 4.
He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Good for 27 and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out in front by the score of 17-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return, here comes Davis. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. Real. 180. Hey, alert. Point it right. Watch out.
Throwing is Baker. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Baker. This one intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Dragon 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up here first and
19
10.
Lion. Here we go. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. First throw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. That is brought in by Bucvs. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hey, alert! King! Hey, alert! Watch one.
Now, Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdowns.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 35. And he is out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That's to the right side. Taken in by Evans. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Mayfield. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Good. 180.
Mayfield to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Now it's 2nd and 1. Baker to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Mayfield. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Deputy! Liking 18!
Now a give to Barkley, running right, and a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9.
Let's go! 65, Cowboy 80! Mustang 19!
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They send Evans in motion. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be ripped out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Rolling right. Off he goes. And he'll somehow turn this into an positive. Get out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's in! Touchdown, Buccaneers!
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Run. Alert! What's up?
Now Mayfield. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack off a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Reload! Let's steady!
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Good run
yards.
after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Deputy! Bronco 80!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is all alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are going to extend their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Out right, catch made. That's a Bucvs. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Buccaneers, first down. It's a gain of 17.
1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted.